More and more now in terms of how many of the players seem to be good friends off the court, as well as being able to be competitors on it. There is the new coach for this year, Tomasz Witkarowski, former coach of Iga Radwanska. Talking about the importance of finding someone from Poland. Also, like the fact he had a lot of experience dealing with a top 10 player for a very long time.
Yeah, I think that was the key for her, wasn't it? Looking ahead to the next stage of her career. Been with Piotr for 6 years. They'd done plenty of good work, but it was all new and just wanted that gaining of understanding.
She's nervous, knowing whether she has made the right decision, as you say, having had so much success. But it was the right time for a change. Said already she feels comfortable talking to him about things off the court as well as on the court, which is so important these days. Oh, sweet strike. Świątek able to dictate.
Well, she's not inside the baseline there, but she's taking the ball early, holding that court position. It's a difficult forehand to read. The Świątek forehand technically holds the racket up and can just whip it at the last moment. Positions herself very well from the ball.
Light for serve.
Yeah, but I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah, the rule is when it went through, that means it's under the net, so that means a second serve. The serve was went through the net, second serve.
So there you go. So if it goes through the net, it counts as it being in the net. So Świątek just wanted to check what the rules were there. She said she didn't know herself. So it will be a second serve. Despite the delay, Holland had a pretty good second serve. And we are on serve so far in this semi-final. Świątek who leads by 2 games to 1. It's the top of the net, going through the net. It's been an interesting net all week, incidentally, because a lot of the time it does catch the ball. We've seen that happen a lot, but also we've seen a lot of dead net courts, particularly on centre.
Tuesday, November 28, 2023. If this is your first time here on Best Muscle Video on YouTube, we post one video every single day about Iga Świątek, and taking a look at this match between #1 in the world, Ashley Barty, versus #5 in the world, Iga Świątek, in the 2022 semifinal. This is a tournament over there in South Australia just a couple of years ago. Ashley Barty and Iga playing in this one for only the 2nd time in their career, and it would end up being their final time. And I caught this moment, this unique moment of Iga serving and the ball goes through the net, and you definitely do not see that very often, if ever, really. I probably saw that happen about 5 years ago in a tennis match, and saw this one again. Iga talking a little bit to the umpire during this moment, and they sorted out, and a nice slow-mo replay of the ball going through the net right before I came on camera. But it's wonderful to be here back in studio. Last week I was outside the studio for the holidays, the big holiday celebration here in the United States called Thanksgiving. And back in studio today, blessed to be here and watching more tennis. Ashley Barty and Iga Świątek will be looking at this match tomorrow as well, on Wednesday, November 29th. Can you believe it? December is just around the corner, just a few days away. So If you're not familiar with this match, Ashley would go on to win this one pretty easily, although it was 6-4 in the second set. So Iga trying her best to come back in the second, but to no avail. I read in the we covered this match yesterday as well, so if you haven't seen that video, please do check it out. Someone said in the comments yesterday below the video player that the hard courts, especially the conditions over there in Australia, which is Ashley's home country, favor her game more, favor her style more, whereas Iga in other conditions, especially clay, obviously favor her more. So it would have been interesting to see where these two players would have been if Ashley had kept on playing. I think Ashley now is, I want to say she's 26, maybe 27 years old. Still so young. I think she retired at age 25. And then, of course, our beloved Iga Świątek is 22. And she'll be turning 23, I think, this May. But don't quote me on that. If I don't have her birth month correct, just let me know in the comments. I read all the comments and just love them so much. It's so interesting that Ashley and Iga only played twice. Although I do hear from doing more research on them, that they were practice partners pretty often. And Ashley's still involved with the game as far as helping, hopefully I'm saying this right, underserved children in Australia, and maybe kids who wouldn't have the opportunity if they didn't get some support in playing this really expensive sport of tennis. It's not a cheap sport to play, especially on the pro tour. So I hear. I did play in the USTA a little bit when I was a kid, before I turned 14 or 15, and it's no joke. It's, the hotels and rackets and entering all the USTA tournaments. It's no joke. It's a pretty expensive sport. So it's wonderful to see Ashley helping people in that regard. Iga Świątek, we won't see her on court until mid-December, early January, and so that's going to be the challenge here. A little bit of a challenge, not that big of a challenge. For Best Muscle Video right here on YouTube is to post one unique video about Iga Świątek every single day. And so today on Tuesday, November 28th, 2023, we went with more of this Ashley-Iga match, and we'll be continuing on this match tomorrow to see if we can find some more unique moments from this one. Really interesting to see these two on court. And I'll just say it one more time, and I promise I won't say this again for the rest of the week. Man, this would have been a good rivalry if Ashley would have kept on playing. So it's interesting to think about how long will Iga Świątek play. I've heard her say, she fully expects to play, about 10 years. And but you never know. I mean, we saw her in a press conference earlier this year, or maybe it was just a couple weeks ago. Maybe the press conference I'm thinking of is from WTA Finals from three weeks ago, where she was saying the schedule is grueling and the mandatory tournaments that the top players have to attend is all over the world, and there's no downtime, there's less time with the family, less time being at home, etc. So that can play so difficult on the mental side of things. And then, of course, nowadays, we have the social aspect of it. We heard Iga Świątek earlier this year in the Cincinnati Open taking to the mic during the press conference and saying that she was not pleased with the hateful comments, unfortunately, that she feels like she sometimes gets from people on social media, the Instagrams, the Twitters, or the X, whatever that platform is called now. So that's unfortunate, and it's just got to be tough on the players. Actually, now that I think about that, just switching sports real quick, obviously Simone Biles, she's probably the most celebrated gymnast in the world now, our own Simone Biles here in the United States. She had trouble with the social media, I think, for sure, handling the pressure, and she got the twisties, as they say in gymnastics, and but she pulled through. It took a kind of a year off, and now she's doing great. So I think she'll be. I think the next Olympics are in Tokyo, so Just the social media stuff is pretty interesting. But hopefully we keep it clean here and fun, and everyone's happy here on YouTube watching videos on Best Muscle Video. My name is Chris Ganbari. This is my Instagram right here. Please add me or DM me. I love it reading the comments below the video player on YouTube and reading all the messages on Instagram. I always mention this one time per video. There is a button on YouTube on the bottom right of the video player. It says the word thanks right there on your phone or your computer. It just says the word thanks. Just scroll down real quick. You'll see it. You click on it, and that's the way you can send me money to support me. Right now, it is super late right now in the United States, here in Dallas, Texas. I'm in Dallas today. Sometimes I'm in South Lake, which is a suburb of Dallas, but today I'm in Dallas, and this is my favorite studio that I sit in. I don't know if you noticed, but over there on the left side of the frame is not only the Polish flag is behind me, but we have it on the table here, and I love that look. It's kind of cool to see the little mini pole flag there. That's pretty cool on a pole. So you got that thanks button there on the bottom right of the video player. Also, we get so many viewers in Poland, so I'll just say this super quick. Here is my PayPal email if you want to support me via PayPal. And if you don't remember this long email, which is my personal email basically, here is my PayPal URL. And then please DM me on Instagram after you send something, because I'd be so appreciated. If you don't send anything, of course, no worries. I'm just so happy that you're here and watching this, and I cannot wait to watch more of this Ashley Barty and Iga Świątek match. Who knows? We might see another serve in between the net that gets called as a fault. I think initially the umpire, when she saw this, she ruled it a let, and then I don't know if someone told her in her ear, or maybe she just was just thought about it for a second. It's like, okay, wait a minute, this is not a let, this is a second serve. And Iga Świątek wanted to clarify that. It is interesting to see Iga started out really good in this first set, and then I believe she loses the first set 6-2 in this match. So, man, when you're a #1 player in the world, which was Ashley Barty in this match, and Iga Świątek was #5 in the world, you never know where the matches are going to go and when these champions can turn it on. You could see on court in this one from 2022. This match is from two years ago in 2022. You can see on court how athletic. That's the way I would describe Ashley Barty's look and movement on the court, athletic. Whereas I would describe Iga Świątek, not only she is athletic too, but she's more quick and agile and agility. That's what I think of Iga Świątek. Another player that I think of who's quick and has great agility on the court, someone who just popped into my head, is Coco Gauff. I mean, the two fastest players on tour right now in 2023 is probably Iga Świątek and Coco Gauff. So always interesting to see the much more styles. Whereas someone who's not very fast but maybe has a little bit more power is like maybe go with Rybakina, Elena Rybakina, with more power but not too quick on the court maybe. Although, you know, Rybakina is quick too, but just not on the level of Iga or Coco. Tomorrow is Wednesday, November 29th. We are getting so close to Christmas. I'm so excited and so close to seeing Iga Świątek on court again in mid-December. That'll be some exhibition matches. But until then, tune right back here. Come right back here on Best Muscle Video on YouTube. Just I'll end with this. I've actually never mentioned this before on this channel, or if I did mention it, it was years ago. But ring the bell. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it's probably right there, right below the video player. Just click on subscribe, and then if you right-click on it or hold your mouse, if you're on a computer or if you're on your phone, you toggle up after you hit subscribe, and you can ring the bell, which means every time a video is posted on Best Muscle Video, which is twice a day, you'll get a notification. So I think that's a lot of fun, and it's always fun to see. Looking at the analytics on I mentioned this yesterday, looking at the analytics on Best Muscle Video, there's just so many people watching in Poland, but a lot of people watching in the United States too, a lot of people watching in Mexico, Canada, Philippines, France, and Germany, Japan. So it's been a lot of fun and super cool to see that. My name is Chris Gonbari. Here again is my Instagram. Thank you so much. You got that thanks button on the bottom right of the video player. I'm going to step off here. It is so late right now, guys. It is 2 a.m. in the morning. I have got to get some sleep. Luckily, I'm in the Dallas studio today, and my home is literally right down the street, 2 miles from here. But I have to go to work relatively early in the morning, so I need to step off. But I will see you back here tomorrow, and thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to be back tomorrow with more of this, probably more of this Ashley Barty, Iga Świątek match. This is the 2022 semifinal. This is a tournament in South Australia. So let's look more into this match tomorrow. And hopefully I will see you back here tomorrow, right here in this chair. Hopefully, I want to be back in this studio. I don't want to shoot in South Lake tomorrow. I'm loving the studio. I'm loving the flag over here, not only behind me, but on the table here. Let me know what you think of this this look, and more importantly, I am not worthy of sitting next to this flag. This is a beautiful flag, but I'm so thankful to be recording right now, and I'll have this video up in 30 minutes. So see you guys tomorrow. And Iga Świątek, love you. Iga Świątek fans, love you. And see you on Wednesday, which is tomorrow.